Okay, join with audio computer. Here we go. All right. So welcome you guys. Appreciate everybody being here. I do have a couple people in the background right now who are just here to kind of help me make this feel like a live presentation. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through movement prep. Okay, just getting ready to work out. The idea, I call it the warm up before the warm up. It's like I need that extra time to prepare my body personally to get ready to work out. So think of it as that. It should be a progression. It's going to be a flow. Okay. We're going to start on the floor, and then by the time we're done, we're going to be standing up and we're going to be ready to go. So when you do this at home, think of it as that. Take your time, work through it slowly. The goals, basically the number one goal is I want you guys ready to work out. I want to be ready to work out. We should have a light sweat. Your body should feel warm, feel like all your muscles are activated. Your joints are flexible, they're warm, they're mobile. Your core has been stimulated and activated, and you feel balanced, you feel ready, your body's aware and ready to go. So those are the goals, all right? So I'm going to adjust the screen so you guys can see me in the distance. Hopefully this will work. I'm going to get down on the floor. We're just going to take you through it, okay? So here we go. All right. So we're going to start on our backs. And if you need a mat, grab a mat. Oh, I will say, eventually, if you guys can get a band, if you're at home, have one of these because it makes a huge difference. I'm going to show you both ways to do this. We use this for the hamstrings. But basically, we'll have you on your back, knees bent, a couple deep breaths. Just start to rock your pelvis where you kind of flatten your back, roll your pelvis under, and then unroll. Draw that navel in, roll under, back and forth. We call this pelvic rocking. Do it with your breath as you exhale. Roll that belly under. Let's keep rolling until we go all the way up into a bridge. Lifting up, rolling down one vertebra at a time, very, very slowly. So inhale, exhale, draw that navel in, roll up into a bridge. Inhale at the top, exhale one vertebra down at a time. Still keeping that pelvis tilted posteriorly, and when you get to the bottom, you release. Good. Leg rocking. Legs wide apart, rocking from side to side. Opening up your hips, getting some mobility through your lumbar spine. I like the arms to be out in a Y or a T. You get them high enough just to where you get that stretch up here through your chest. That's what you're looking for. But it should be comfortable. Okay, left and right. Good, let's pull our knees up to our chest, nice and slow. Exhale. Good, release. Let's do a bridge, lifting our bottom up. Let's roll down again like we did before, one vertebra at a time. Pull your knees up to your chest again. Exhale. Drop down. One more pelvic roll up and down. Hey, rock it out again. What the heck? I like doing that a lot. Okay, let's straighten both legs. And let's just pick one leg up at a time. Don't worry about your knee bending, okay? Just pick it up, put it down. Whatever leg is not lifting is pushing into the ground. So I want you to think about the down leg actually pushing into the floor as the up leg goes up. We're just activating our quads and our hip flexors. Our abdominal muscles are engaged. And we're stabilizing with that down leg. Good. So let's bend both knees. Let's grab, this is going to be a hamstring activation. You're going to reach behind your knee. Your legs are, your arms are straight, okay? Straighten your other leg to the floor. Look at the foot. I want you to pull your foot up, so dorsiflex your foot. And now you're going to try to straighten your knee. Okay. most of you guys, it will not straighten. Very few people really actually are going to be able to get their leg fully straight. So what we're doing here is we're contracting the quad and we're dynamically flexing or stretching the hamstring, extending the hamstring. And by flexing our foot, it's just putting more tension through the calf and really the kind of the whole neural system. Mine's starting to loosen up. Okay, good. Let's switch legs. Reach up. Find a comfortable arm's distance. If you're having trouble reaching your foot or your knee, and because your head's up or you're so tight, put something behind the back of your head. Foam roller or a pillow or something like that. So I have a lot more tension on my left. So I find if I do this for a few minutes, take it nice and slow, you should start to feel a little release tension. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys with the rubber band. So let's grab our band. If you have a band at home, here's another option. Grab a hold, put your hands through the band, push your elbows to the floor. Again, don't worry so much about that knee being completely straight. Dorsiflex the foot. This is a static stretch. And then we're going to push down against the band. And we're just going to use that activation. Push it down, let the band bring it up. Push it down, let the band bring it up. The other leg, again, should be really well connected to the floor. So keep that down leg straight and attached. People that are doing, if you find yourself doing this and lifting, you've lost it. So stay down and straight and make sure you're just working within the available range you have. So now let's do a little, I call these windshield wipers. So find a tension point. You're going across the body and out. Definitely will feel tension as you cross your body. It often winds up right in through here. Be careful, just keep it in a comfortable range. It will kind of loosen up. I also like to go way out to the side and just really find that inner thigh, adductor stretch, hamstring. Sometimes it's nice to pump your ankle when you're out here. Other ways to do it is you bend your knee, so you find a tension point and you straighten, bend, straighten, bend, straighten. There's a lot of different ways to do this. Let's switch legs. Spending a little extra time on the hammies because, especially with guys, it tends to be a big problem. Contributes to a lot of back pain, and it really makes a big difference if you can get your mobility back. Personally, I believe the goal is to be at 90 degrees, both legs completely straight at 90 degrees. You can get there, it'll change your life. Just be careful as you get there. It takes a long time to safely get there. So a combination of dynamic and static. We got our little windshield wipers left and right. Ooh, I just heard some thunder out there. Let's see, left and right. Pull it out to the side, give it a good solid stretch. Good. And back down. So I took a little extra time on that just because I wanted you guys to see it. So I would say that's most, I mean, there's certainly a lot more we can do on our back. We can do sort of arm activation, up and down, open and close, just windmills or angels in the sand, that kind of thing. Okay. Oh, let's activate our core a little bit. Let's do some crossover crunches. Okay. Let's do 10 per side. This is not going to be just a core workout. This is a core activation. Good. The other side. Do a little bit more. Let's do some bicycles. Reach those legs out. Again, we're preparing to exercise right now. So you should start to feel your pace pick up a little bit as you start feeling better and warmer. If you want to do, more of this kind of bicycle, that's fine, whatever works for you. Good. All right. Let's get to our side. So I like to start straight-legged. Lock out your body as straight as you can. Lift up so the bottom leg's pushing into the floor for now. Your top hand's on the floor. Let's just do some single leg lateral leg lifts. Good. Again, just activating the side of the trunk and your hip. Good. Rest. Let's bring both legs up. A little bit more intense. You want to pulse the top leg a little bit. It's not how high you go. If you're lifting and you're twisting and doing all this stuff, you're wasting, well, you're not wasting time, but you could actually be hurting yourself a little bit. Just less is better. Good. Knees up to your chest. About a 90-degree position. Keep your legs, your knees together. Okay? I like to support my head here. I like to reach forward and put my elbow on the floor. That rotates your body forward. And then the goal is to rotate back and try to touch behind you again. But if you're opening your hips, kind of lost it. So it could be this much movement. I mean, literally, just work with what you have. Allow it to open up. Use your breath. Lots of exhaling. Forward, backward. I personally like to support my head and have the elbow point up towards the ceiling as I rotate. If you want to add some shoulder, take that arm, swoop it up and over, and then bring it back the exact way it came. So you're trying to drag that hand across the floor. If your shoulders are tight, you'll have trouble doing this. I've got a lot of shoulder mobility. My swimming and surfing background, so it's fairly easy for me, but I see a lot of people that struggle with it. Good, let's go into side plank. Again, core activation. If you want to do a straight-legged plank, that's perfectly fine. I usually prefer a knee plank. A little bit of pulse. I'm pushing down at my knees, trying to make sure. A lot of times people are dropping their shoulder. This just stays right here. The only thing that's activating is kind of my downside of my trunk. Okay. All right, let's do the other side real quick. Single leg side leg lifts. About 8 or 10. Going into double leg lifts. Again, your head, if you're up like this, I don't like seeing that either, because what it does is it puts your body into a side bend. I'd rather see you down and relax through your head and shoulders than to over bend your trunk as you're warming up. Good, knees up to your chest, knees together. Start forward and start your torso rotations. I'm going to go right into the big shoulder circles. Lots of breathing. You might get a few snap, crackle, pops. Again, your movement could be this much. It should be comfortable. Okay. Did we do side plank on that side? Yes, we did. No, we didn't. Side plank. Sorry. Side plank on this side. Oh, one other thing on the side plank, if you want to add a little torso twist, reach down towards the floor and up. Not how far you reach, just move within the range that you have available, or just kind of hold your static or your active plank. Side plank. Okay, on your belly. Rest your forehead on the palms of your, or the backs of your hands. You guys might want to turn around so you can see. Okay, so let's start with just quad pumps. Well, hamstring pumps, basically. You're activating your hamstrings and you're stretching your quads. Let's do them at the same time. Now, if you do this and you pop up here, like if your butt comes up, it means your hip flexors are really tight and your quads are really tight. Try to activate your abdominal muscles just to support your back a little bit. Let's grab one. Okay. Again, this is not a stretching session. It's more of a, we're going to start moving even faster here. Let's switch sides. Okay, let's go back to the other side. If you tighten your abs and your glute, it'll put more tension through that quad. The other side. And those of you that can, don't do it if you can't. Okay, let's go into prone push-up. Nice and easy extension. Only working within the mobility of your spine. This is warming up your shoulders and your chest. This is pushing. At the same time, it's spinal extension. Let's go into plank. Again, activating the front side, your core, tighten your glutes. High plank, if you like. Back down. If you need to, you drop to your knees and you do knee plank. Let's go into super person. So super person is activating the glutes and the hands till your feet come off the floor. Personally, I like the hands right here because if you put them forward, it just kind of jacks up the shoulders and the neck a little bit. So you should really be relaxed here, essentially. Just lift here. The other option is put your hands down, turn your thumbs up towards the ceiling. Look what it does to the shoulders. If my thumbs are the other way, it rounds my shoulders forward. So turn them so that the shoulders come back. Now we're activating the back side. Back up into plank. You could run through 2 or 3 cycles of those. Up into high plank. Let's do some flexion of the spine. Dropping down, exhaling, inhaling. We're stretching out the shoulders and the chest. We're encouraging lumbar flexion, thoracic flexion. Let your head drop. It's okay to do this fairly quickly because again, this is a warm-up. This is not a, cool down or an hour-long yoga session. Let's go back up into high plank, spider people. Let's actually do them in a repeat fashion. We're actually going to start getting a little warmer here, a little bit more active. Okay, let's add a twist to the ceiling. When you bring one leg up, rotate up, back, rotate up. Should be feeling much better. I do. This next one, bring your right leg up, drop your left knee, and let's just stay here. Let's just open that hip a little bit. I like to kind of circle it in a little bit. Other side. So some people can't get in this position, and what you would do is you'd have a box in front of you, so you're just up higher, or a chair or something like that. Good, drop down one more time. Back up, let's stretch our calves. Let's do some repeat, like kind of rapid stretches. All right, let's walk it up slowly. And then we're in the standing position. You just raise this a notch. Lower it a notch. Okay, so now we're standing. Oh, I feel better. Let's go arms up. Let's do some alternating touches. Let's do some body weight squats. Sometimes I just put my hands on my knees. It just feels good. Or if you want to do it the proper way, you can do it that way. Do a little hip hinge. Okay. Do some skaters left and right. And some jumping jacks. Or jog in place. All right, good job. So I feel warm. I got a light sweat. My heart's beating a little bit. I feel ready to exercise. So, whew, even a little shortness of breath. Okay, guys, so that's it. Practice that a little bit, and we'll see you guys soon. Take care. I got to figure out how to turn this off. End meeting for all.